Hello, how are you all doing? This is I Noden, and this is a guide for players who are either new or are planning to make a new account in Wizard101. If you're a returning player and you already have a high level wizard, fortunately this guide is not for you. We're going to be going over these topics: school and stats. So if you have a new account, please avoid the death school and the life school. This is because they're area of effect spells are very resourceful, meaning that they are very hefty to get. It's really difficult. You don't get you cannot craft Deer Knight until level 100, and Ship of Fools is a pack spell. Rat Spin, you can get it by doing a boss. However, you're not gonna have the resources straight off the bat when you log into an account to get these spells compared to as of other schools that you can literally get AoEs by questing and leveling up easily, like at level 28, level 30, you already have an AoE. With these schools, you're not going to be able to do that, and that's a hurdle on getting the stuff you want, like couch potato. You're not going to be able to farm as easily, and that's a huge setback. As a matter of fact, it's such a big setback that you're probably not going to be able to play the game you know up to its highest degree till level 100. So I would not recommend getting these schools at all. These are the stats. The only stat that I'll be covering here is pip chance. Pip chance is really important. General rule of thumb is if you're sacrificing an exact 3 or more% pip chance, that is too much for the secondary stat that you're planning to get on the gear. For example, if I have 4% pip chance here and I'm getting 144 max HP, if there was a gear that gives me 7% pip chance, I would probably take it as long as it has the same specific school damage. Also, you're gonna want to aim for this in the early game. Okay, in the early game to level 30, you're gonna want to aim for stats that are specific to your school, damage that is specific to your school. So you want to, warning for these schools is that ice has a lower pip chance than other schools, and also balance is universal damage. So getting debuffs while your balance is a bit more annoying than other schools. Their blades are also weaker than the other schools. Crown shop, avoid the crown shop at all costs. There is nothing worth getting on the crown shop. Not even packs. Packs, you can buy them another way. I'm not gonna tell you how, but you can buy them other ways. So there's basically nothing to do in the crown shop other than buy mounts for gold. I mean, I wouldn't advise you against buying mounts, but I guess you can buy mounts without using the crown shop. Honestly, do not buy anything on the crown shop. Hard steel, these things are terrible. They're not giving you any kind of advantage in the early game. Like you're only gonna use this for like a day, and then you're gonna be done with those worlds. You're gonna have better gear. Even pack gear. Pack gear is level limited, so you're gonna be done with that gear by like um you know 2 days, 3 days. So it's really not worth it. It's only worth it to open packs at max. Okay, and yeah, like I would not buy the other crowns. I would buy packs with them powers, in my opinion. Okay, well, not in my opinion. It's the cheaper with them powers. Fishing slash CC. So really important is getting gold in the early game. This is how to get gold in the early game. You're gonna talk to Lucky Hookline. In the comments at level 7, he's gonna give you a lesser floss lore for free in his quest, and then you're gonna go to the castle tourist headquarters, which is to the right of the pond. It is characterized by the logo it has over here. It's like it's a house, so it's a floating house, and you're gonna talk to Mirella Winspar. You're gonna click on visit castle. You go on top rated, and you're going to be heading to the Arrow Village. When you're in the Arrow Village, you are going to go to the back pond. This is the back pond, that one that has the waterfall, and you're going to fish all the fish here. Why are you going to fish all the fish over here? Because there are some fishes which are the sand bass. The sand bass sells for 5,000 to maximum 7,000 gold, and every pond is guaranteed to have a sand bass. And also drops the arrow dwarf doodlefish, which goes from 1,000 to 3,000, but it is more common than the sand bass. Also, if you struggle to get these fishes, don't worry about it, because you have the lesser frost lure, so you're not supposed to be catching all these fishes because it's a level 1 lure. However, I will be teaching you how to fish real quick here. So you want the fish to swim to the lure, you don't want to go to the fish, okay? So you want to place it in its path, place the lure in this path, and just let it swim to it. Really important that the lure has to go completely underwater. It has to sink. It cannot go halfway or 1/4 of the way. So afterwards, you're gonna go to Lucky Hook Land again, and you're gonna sell all your fishes for 5,000 to 10,000 gold. With this gold, you can also buy mounts at the crown shop. There's permanent mounts for 7,000. That's probably gonna be too much for you right now. However, there are 7 weeks mounts for 10,000 to 20,000. However, what I do recommend is a 1-day mount. Okay, and Seek sells a 1-day mount. He sells ponies and he sells brooms. Also, when you get to Crocotopia, they sell camels. So I always recommend 1-day mounts, because when you're roaming around these worlds, you're gonna be making more money. And honestly, like by 3 days, you should be able to have enough for a permanent mount. So afterwards, we're gonna go to the Arcanum apartment, and this is a video on how to find the Arcanum apartment. The best way to find it is to go to top dorm over here, and you're going to be heading to the door on the back. It's a big wooden door on the back of the Arcanum. Afterwards, you're going to be heading to the right, and you will be walking across the spiral door. There you will meet the monkey librarian, which they will set you the monstrous CC. This CC is very, very strong. Okay, you're going to be buy as much as you can with as much gold as you have. Okay, so as you can see, the monstrous CC is very, very strong. It enhances the spells you currently have, meaning your spells they deal more damage. This is a one-time use. I'm going to be teaching you also how to equip them onto your deck and how to use them. How to use treasure cards overall. You can also find them at the bazaar very rarely. That's why I'm teaching you the way to do it without the bazaar. However, if you do find them in the bazaar, buy them, as they're cheaper to buy in the bazaar. I'm going to be teaching you how to use your TC monsters and also how to deck build. Sorry, there we go. So first of all, okay, so you go to the icon on the top left corner of your menu, and you got the monster CC. Now, these spells on the bottom of your deck, they're item spells. They come from your wand. Okay, these spells suck as they cannot be enchanted. The only one that maybe you can keep is Heartbeat. However, I would not recommend it. You can just run one pixie. So this is the one, the 7 schools, which give you the lower spells, as I believe that's the only one that gives the specific spells. Those spells suck. They cannot be enchanted. They're bad. So since you're gonna be running monsters all the way to Marleybone, this is what you want to run. You want your deck to be small. Okay, you don't want to have too many spells in your deck. I'd want to say you want to run a maximum of 10 spells in your deck when you're low level. You're running low level. Okay, it's because you're probably be one-shotting mobs in these areas anyways. So As you can see here, I run 2 1-pips, 1 2-pip, a blade. If you don't have a blade, it's okay. Two 1-pips from death and 1 2-pip from death. Now, you cannot dual school. Dual school is not a thing. It's terrible. I'm sorry if you dual school, you made a terrible mistake. However, there's a free training point buyback, so don't stress too much about it. What you want to do is you want to level up death until you get the spell Faint and Ice to Tower Shield. This is not optional. That is the best way to do it, and the best experience you will have playing the game is leveling up to Faint first, as Faint is the huge power boost in your gameplay, and you're definitely gonna be using that Faint in your battles. So we're gonna be running into battle here, and I'm gonna be teaching you how to use the monstrous enchant. So in order to draw a treasure card, you need to discard a card. You discard a card by right-clicking on a card that you drew that is in your hand, okay? So here we discarded Ghoul, and we're going to click on Draw. When you discard a card, the Draw flashes because now you can use it. Now we're going to left-click on Ghoul, and we're going to attach it to another hit here because it enhances the hit. It's an enchant treasure card. So we do it on Bloodbath, and now Bloodbath does more damage, as you can see. And we're going to hit this troll with Bloodbath, and that is going to do about 350 damage. And that's why we went to the Arcanum to get this precious treasure card, because this is going to power level you pretty much through the entire game. It's the best thing you can do. Training points, so as I've said before, Death to Faint and Ice's Tower Shield, non-optional. Okay, if you did something else, I would still advise you to start leveling up Death to Faint, because this is really good. This is one of the best PvE spells in the game for low leveling. So definitely do not miss out. And that'll be it for the beginner's guide. I hope y'all enjoyed.